Well guys, it looks like we got confirmation today on one of the big games coming out for the Switch, and despite us seeing Skyrim played ad nauseum in that trailer, I mean we saw it several times, and it was pretty obvious that they were basically trying to tell us it was on there. For some reason, Nintendo, whether because the deal wasn't done completely yet, or they weren't 100% sure if it was going to be completed in time, basically was saying, hey, we think it's coming to the Switch, we don't know though. Basically they were dancing around it a lot, they didn't confirm it, and they still technically have not confirmed it. They're more than likely waiting until January to do it. But in an interview today, Todd Howard, who actually basically is the mind behind games like Skyrim and stuff, he's the Bethesda's game director essentially. He was talking in an interview with Glixel. It's Glixel is how you pronounce it. It's a website with Glixel, and he was talking to them in an interview and kind of talked about the Switch a little bit, which we'll get into real quick. And he basically essentially said he loves the Switch, and he did confirm Skyrim. But let's take a look real quick at what he said. I'll put it up here on the screen for you. He said, I love it, I got to play with it, and I will tell you, well, maybe that's an NDA thing, so there's something he was probably going to say he realized he can't say, because of the non-disclosure agreement, of course. One of the best demos I've ever seen, probably the best demo I've ever seen. At E3. A lot of times when they go to E3, guys, there are kind of backroom demos going on that the public cannot see, or they don't want the public to see, because E3 is when a lot of game developers stuff all get together, essentially in the same conference hall, and they pull these guys in and want to show them. I'm sure they showed them a very early prototype of the Switch, and they wanted to get their ideas on it, and then had them, of course, sign a non-disclosure agreement on the way out. Now, Nintendo would never let these things out of their sight, obviously, so that's why they do it at a place like E3, they can pull you back there. Moving on, he said, I mean, the device itself, I think it's really smart what they're doing. We're definitely going to be supporting it, which is good, because there was a lot of concern if Bethesda was going to support the Switch or not, since they were kind of alluding to, if the Switch is not powerful enough, we're not going to deal with it. Then moving on, it's the first time we've done something on Nintendo, which is true. It's been a long time, actually. If you don't count the old NES stuff, which is what I was talking about, like Home Alone or Where's Waldo. And after being pressed a little more, they asked him about Skyrim, the one we saw in the trailer, okay? And Howard essentially confirmed at this point. He said, it's the same game on the TV and the other screen, basically. So at that point, he's saying, yes, it's the same game. It's what you saw. It's what you saw in the trailer. It's Skyrim. It's going to be playable as a portable game, and you can plug it into your TV and play it on the TV, which is really cool because it looked super playable in that trailer. The frame rate looked good even on the go, when they decided to kickstand it up and play with the remotes. And it looked great on the TV from what we tell. Of course, that is from a camera perspective, and they did kind of probably digitally altered some of it to look pretty good. But this is good news, because this tells us not only that Bethesda is bringing Skyrim to the system, it sounds like they're willing to back the system more than originally thought, because we weren't sure if games like they would even bring Fallout over, or even work on like the new Fallout, or let's say they create like another Elder Scrolls game or something. This is good to know that they are willing to work with the Switch and move stuff over to it. So that's good news, because it also might allude to the Switch actually being more capable than a lot of people are giving it credit for and thinking, because Bethesda is not interested in working with a system that's not up to par with other systems, or basically if they cannot adapt their game to the system, they're not even going to deal with it. So it's good to know that the Switch has some power behind it that Bethesda's willing to work with. Guys, if we actually already started receiving donations for TechWave, which is awesome. And a couple of you guys have even reached out to me and said you want to send your systems in, or systems you have basically, I guess, as extras or laying around, that you wouldn't mind donating to the cause, which is awesome. And I started looking around, and I think I might have some stuff we can take apart also on camera, which would be a lot of fun. So again, I appreciate it, guys. Again, the donation card is going to be on all the videos up here. And you're more than welcome to donate if you want. You're not obligated to, obviously, but any donations, even if it's $1, helps, because it's all going into a pool, and we'll get something cool, like I said, take it apart and give it away. So, but I'm going to work on trying to get one of those done. I actually wanted to put one out, believe it or not, for Thanksgiving, so you guys had something to watch while you're either waiting for turkey to get made or eating turkey. So that's my goal, is to have one of the Tech Waves done for Thanksgiving for you guys. And I would really like to, if we get enough donations and stuff, I would really like to go to the Walmart Black Friday thing and pick up one of those, what I assume to be very hard to get 3DSs, because they're going to be like a new 3DS, but I don't think there'll be an XL, there'll be like a smaller one with the Mario design. And I really want to get one of those apart and then, take a look at it, then give it away. That's my immediate goal. I think those are $100, so I'm going to do my best with the donations and everything, to try to make that happen. So We'll see though. We'll see, because I will go out there on Thanksgiving. I think the doors open at 6. Get one, bring it back, film it, take it apart, and then we'll give it away. I think it'll be a lot of fun. But definitely stay tuned for all that stuff. Good to see Skyrim is basically confirmed. I'm happy. It's probably the best game for the money right now because you can play it pretty much forever. So that's everything, guys. Keep an eye on the channel for any TechWave updates. I appreciate any donations, guys. You can always reach out to me on Twitter at SpawnWaveMedia, and I will see you guys next time.